Hello everyone and welcome to another game of Bodyhood Brawl League Season 2. My name is Karond. We are here with Cortum Malefica, which is Wfenrir and a rating of 1597, and Riorren with his warband Moon and a rating of 1787. So it's a roughly 200 difference here in advantage for Riorren, but I think it's going to be a fun game anyway. We see Walk in the Fog and Crush the Will for Fenrir and Wordstone Rush for Riorren. We're gonna follow this game from Wfenrir's perspective, and it's gonna be really interesting to see. Let's actually, I do think that Wfenrir is a very big underdog in this particular game, and that has all to do with the league table. We can actually bring that up while these players try and deploy. You can see that Riorren has been doing really well for himself. He has played 9 games, 7 wins and 2 losses, and the only losses has been a 5-0 against Game Night, a match that you can see in Game Night's channel, and a 4-0 loss to Karond, a game that you can also see on my channel. It's a bit unfortunate for Riorren since all of the games that have been shown on YouTube for him has been losses. We also have Fenrir at the very bottom of the table here, and he's probably going to stay in the bottom position. He has been a little bit higher before, but he's slowly being descending down there, and he doesn't really have a good warband. He lacks a little bit of rating, as we saw, but the only thing he really has is one of the Templar Knights here is really powerful. I think his name is Anvil of Malice. And he's the one that has to carry a lot of the heavy lifting here if Fenrir wants to accomplish anything in this particular game. If we take a look at the top left corner, we see that the morale here for Fenrir is 100, 104 for Riorren. And that's pretty low morale here for both of them. I think that they should really try and up that up. Once you do get to the playoffs, if these players do get there, Riorren is already going to be in the playoffs no matter how he does in the next league. But if both of these players want to do something, they should really up that. Witch hunters shouldn't have no problem with the morale, and you want to be able to take a few casualties before you actually rout. It's not that bad of a problem here if you're starting to lose a lot of games. It means that your casualties will be lower since you can voluntarily rout much sooner. Still, it's gonna help them a lot if they can get that up. I kinda like this game. I think it's gonna be an interesting game too, since there is a little bit of a nice rivalry between these two players, and I say that because they know each other in real life. They are both Danish players, and Fenrir had very high aspirations before this particular season that he would finish up in the top of the league. And that has not really worked out, really. But as we were searching for more players to join the league, Fenrir just reached out to his real-life friend Riorren, who was new to Mordheim. And Riorren has surprised everyone and done really well for himself. And now they start to face each other. And Fenrir has played this game a lot more than Riorren has, but Riorren seems to have picked up a lot of things much quicker. It's going to be really nice to see Riorren as well in one of these games, as we haven't really seen him in this particular series before. My aim is to at least show one game of every single player of all of the 24 players that are competing in Bodyhood Brawl League Season 2, divided up into 2 divisions. While we have seen Fenrir in one other game here against fellow bottom league placed competitor Handy NL, a game which he lost 5-1. But Riorren is new, and I think he lost that game because a lot of the community members here that participated in the first season, they are not doing that well now that the competition has been stepped up quite a few notches. And I think it's because they are more casual and they are more approaching this as if every PvP game was against the AI. So they attack one by one, they stand out in the open most of the time, and you can see there is a very heavy ranged focus here for Riorren, and I think that's no, for Fenrir, I mean, and I think that's part of the issue. You saw 3 Zealots here with bows, and you have 2 Witch Hunters that are ranged, and you have the Witch Hunter Captain as ranged, and that means there are only 2 Flagellants and the 2 Templar Knights. This is one other Templar Knight here. This is not the big bad Templar Knight. You can see this one has lost an eye. And he's carrying a spear as well, one of the lowest damaged weapons in the game. It's a blue spear, but should at least use a mace here to try to counteract the penalty of a missing eye. A missing eye is minus 10% hit chance. But as I was saying, yeah, the old Bodyhood community members, the ones who took part in Season 1, they have this issue. And I think they rely too much on range, because in a setting where a lot of the other players rush towards you single-mindedly, one by one, and stand in the open, then you can easily focus fire, kill something, and then get a numerical advantage that you need, so that you don't feel that you're lacking too much when it comes to melee. I don't know why this Flagellant is going here. Come on! Really? You're just taking a very long way around. Just go towards the nearest wordstones. You didn't really see it in the combat log here, but Fenrir was complaining that, oh, why is Riorren so much closer to all of the wordstone than I am? But really he's not. It's rather that Fenrir is closer to all of the wordstone, I would say, since Riorren actually has to go down a level to get to the wordstone, even 2 levels in some cases. But yeah, if you focus a lot of ranged and people stand out in the open and don't really think too much, then you can get the numerical advantage you need, and then that means it's a powerful. But now that the competition is much higher, warbands like this, they just evaporate so fast, and they are played so badly, and they have no chance whatsoever. And we have seen that. Karond has played a little bit the same, Wfenrir has played a little bit the same, and I'm pretty sure that there are some other players that have gone the same route. We'll see what Wfenrir can do here. Hopefully he can accomplish something. And this is the guy, Anvil of Malice. He's the one we want to keep track of. He's the only one that can really do anything. I think everything else is a bit low level of Fenrir's. Riorren will be bringing 2 very powerful Templar Knights as well. And we will see what else he brings. I kind of like this though, that they do know each other and it's a rivalry kind of game. Makes it very interesting to watch. With Crush the Will, I don't think Fenrir is gonna get anything done here, but he could go and get a lot of wordstone at the very least. And Riorren is of course going to aim for that as well. I don't know, why are you going here? What is the purpose of, like, it's not even close to the wordstone. You're taking a very, look at him, look at the left side here. There's nothing close to him. There's not even a search point to go, and that light pillar that you see at the marker, it's not marking anything of value. It's just marking a point in the street. So it's not a search point there either. Hopefully these 2 can get to the wordstone before Riorren arrives. Should be possible. Yeah, it's not like Fenrir is gonna go down. Riorren is gonna go down to the courtyard here. It's not that useful of an Overwatch, I would say. We saw there that he had some pretty nice pistols though. It looked like purple pistols, and you can shoot them twice. So that's very strong. Gonna skip ahead a little bit here on the movement of Riorren. Hopefully this can be a game that highlights whatever it is that Wfenrir has been doing wrong so far. It's not that you can just say that, oh, you're at the bottom of the table because you've done so many things wrong. It's also that, you know, it tends to be an escalating effect because the more you lose, you get further and further behind. Particularly if you are not that good at PvE and completing the missions. But we see that Wfenrir has lost quite a lot of games, and he has already been rank 6. So he has played more PvEs, and he should get more levels on his units. I don't know why many of his units are level 0. Maybe a lot of them have died. That could probably explain it. I think he's all over the place here. You can see two of the search points here are very close to him. But what is the plan? Where does he want to start engaging here? Does he want to get up there? On the other hand, you don't want Riorren's ranged units to leverage some power by being on the high ground.
A new round has started.
Pretty sure that he's not gonna make the secondary objective here at the very least. We do see a flagellant here coming up for Riorren. Picking up the wordstones here. So it seems like Riorren was indeed a little bit faster to get to this particular point. I don't know how many wordstones there were there, but does he actually want to engage here? I would probably see if there is a possibility to shoot at this flagellant and punish him a little bit. And then pull back. Picked up 3 wordstones. It's gonna be good for Riorren if he wants to get at the objective. He probably doesn't need that many. Like only 9 wordstones probably. To finish his objective, already has 3 of them. Gonna run up here with Brother Pain. Looks like most of the wordstone here is... There is still some wordstone left there. Is there? Didn't look like it. The map should update if there was some of the wordstone was taken. You can see that he had just enough movement to move away here as well. It's not a terrible ambush position. Not terrible. Yeah, that leftmost marker here is completely useless. It's not marking anything, as you can see now. It's just an accidental click. You could just go... No! If you go back to the first blue pill, go back to the... Oh, yeah, fine. Look at where is he running? I don't get it. Why? He's... Oh. Imagine if there's gonna be an engagement now where the flagellant is on the very far right side. And then you have had these... the Templar Knight here run in a complete... I don't know. Talk about running around instead of taking the straight path. Wow, you can see quite a few hit points on that flagellant. Probably level 6 or something like that. It's a far cry from Isamur Krieger here, who is definitely level 0. And he also takes the long way around. And you have run... You've tried that before. You know you can't run in there. Still you try. I'm gonna be very critical here after this game, I think. It's like he's getting lost with some units in the streets here. That would be fine if you didn't have an overmap, but you do. We're gonna skip ahead a little bit on some of the movement of Riorren here. This is probably gonna be waiting time. If they do show up on the map, we are going to show them as soon as possible, but... Obviously, if Wfenrir is gonna bring this many amount of ranged units, I mean, it is quite a few. It's 6 units out of his 10 units. Still tries it again to go through there. All right. Okay, so he's gonna commit here. Finandi Malefica still at least has some levels. Yeah, remember that the flagellant here in the house is not really protecting much of... and you can also just charge... I don't know. What if Riorren realizes there are only 2 units here? He might have more units nearby besides that flagellant and just attack. Could score 2 easy henchman kills here. Because these units are quite a far bit away now. Blue hammer, very nice. For the 1 gold, very nice too. Kinda nice to have the stuff on Anvil of Malice here as well, the toughest unit of Wfenrir. You see another Templar Knight being revealed. It's gonna be interesting. If you took notice here, you saw that Anvil of Malice and this particular Templar both have initiative of 54, so they're gonna alternate on who starts first. Could produce some nasty surprises for both players. Riorren is running out of time here with this unit. 2, 1, there we go. Sigvard Sommer. I think that's his best Templar Knight as well. Yeah, get down from this house. Get down. You see the damage is really good, 51 to 63. I think that is purple pistols. Yeah, just get down there. Like, there's no need to be that far away from the action. There we go. Has to be a little bit careful though. Look at his wounds here, 143. It's a pretty low level leader here. Oh, for God, good Lord, don't leave him there. Please don't leave him there. Oh. Wow, if the Templar Knight goes down there, it's gonna be one dead leader pretty much instantly. Alright, alright. That was just in time. It's lucky for us. So the Overwatch has been triggered. Oh wow. Trial by Pain mastered as well. So whenever you do a ranged attack or a melee attack, you do take a certain amount of damage. Okay, this is gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt. Is this a level 8 henchman so he can attack twice? Or maybe he only can attack once. Yeah, I can only attack once. But that still hurt quite a bit. 69 damage and Trial of Pain on him. Sounds like he's gonna go off and start shooting here. It's still very painful. And to have it mastered already, that's also very nice. Can make it difficult for certain heroes and leaders, and most of all impressives, to fight Riorren if they get targeted by Trial of Pain. It can produce a very high amount of damage. Gonna stick around here. See if another unit shows up. I hear some footsteps. So he's nearby. Someone is nearby. Alright, how do we respond to this, Wfenrir? About to lose one of your better zealots here. Need to do something about it. This character is too far away to actually do anything, and his kind of weapon, if that is it a rifle? I think it is. Good range in that case, but you really need to be in a very high position where you can actually do fire with it. Not really moving his character here. What is he up to, Wfenrir? Come on, get moving. You're just wasting time here. Time is running out. Yeah, we saw another flagellant being very near there. Why can't he jump up? That is really odd. He should be able to jump up in that position. So he was never given the option. That was really odd. Another level 0 Zealot. I wonder if Wfenrir takes a lot of deaths and injuries and out of actions whenever he does PvE. I think that's very likely, since even against Handy NL he brought in quite a few low level guys that were level 0. He's doing the same here now. He needs to be careful because gets a shot off at wow, gets a nice shot off as well. 49, that's okay. Misses. Unfortunately, that's definitely gonna trigger the Templar Knight to go into the house and kill him. Probably in one turn too. See more wordstone picked up by Riorren. Gonna go for the secondary objective here. At least that wordstone on the left side of the map should be Fenrir's, but he's taking such a long route towards it. Like, imagine he could already be at that wordstone. So he's divided up his team a little bit. You can see that there is a pattern. We have 3 units on the far left and 7 units here in the center. But I don't know if that lone flagellant in the house here is gonna be able to hold up the other flagellant as well as the support here. Yeah, here comes another one. Careful not to step too close to the house and trigger the ambush. Checking to see if there are any units nearby. And then deciding to do damage. This unit might actually fail his all alone check. Silas are not that great with all alone. And considering the morale here of Fenrir, he might not have the best leadership on this unit either. We talked about this in another video. It's a classic trap that beginners do. They think that units that don't benefit too much from leadership don't actually need leadership. But yes, not the units themselves, maybe, unless you want some leadership skills. Some of them are really good. For example, Insult. But it helps with the warband morale, and we talked about how we wanted that to improve for both of these players as they progress in the league, because right now it's not that great. And there we go, 9 wordstone already for Riorren. That should have completed his secondary objective if he gets to keep all of that stone. Should probably do a charge if he can. Decent little bit of damage. Yeah, we have this this guy. See, there's a Zealot, a Flagellant, and a Templar Knight up there. And a close-up of the missing eye. Alright. He's very close to the wordstone, but Needs to go get it. See, one of the zealots here is already down. He's just next to the wordstone, and that's probably because they picked up the wordstone a bit further to the north. There was a few pieces there as well. We don't see them anymore. More wordstone claimed. Yeah, I don't think Fenrir was further away from the wordstone. He's just not taking a direct path towards the wordstone with any of his units. With the exception of the Flagellant and the Zealot, but if I'm not mistaken, I think they had a slightly longer route towards that place as well, since they had to run around a few buildings. A level 0 Flagellant, I don't know what he can do. Uh-oh, this could hurt. Focusing on the higher leveled henchman here. If he fails his all alone test, he's going to be smoked now. Could get up here with Anvil of Malice and help out. Could be very tempted to go for the archer here that actually delivered that. Oh, that's a nice tasty target. And I don't think he can actually disengage from that position since he's locked up against the debris here. So this could be the end of Marius Strauss. We're gonna see. 95% chance to hit as well, and already half dead. Very good for Fenrir. Kinda like this move. Hopefully he can get something up there to support him and help take down this target faster so they can move on to something else. Can hear the footsteps. Alright, Templar on Templar action. And it seems to be the most powerful Templar Knight 2 of Riorren and Fenrir. So we can have a nice duel here. Oh wow, only 19 damage. Yeah, you can see that this is gonna last for a while here at least. Does he have any more attacks? I think using the strong blow was a mistake, wasn't it? You only have 8 red pills. And you used 4 red pills for 2 normal attacks and a strong blow for 3 red pills. You could have used another strong blow. Could use 2 strong blow and a regular attack if that was the case. But yeah, bit of a mistake here by Riorren. A bit more leveled. This archer. Wow, 9 wounds. What is he gonna do? You can't disengage. At least you didn't have to take an all alone test either, since the Flagellant came to your rescue. Watch the trap. It would be comical if the character died from stepping on a trap. Yeah, sounds like he can attack anyway. He's under Trail of Pain and that would have killed him. No, you don't need to step closer. You had a good shot at 68. You had a good shot at 68. Obviously I don't like this. Like, you're advertising that he's there and he can be easily killed. But could have at least made a shot. Done a little bit of damage. Gonna see another charge here. This unit is probably not level 3 yet. See, doesn't seem to have a 4th red pill. Bartol Krieger. The level 0 flagellant to the far left of Wfenrir was also named Krieger. It's one of the most famous witch hunter names in Warhammer lore. I think there was a guy named Krieger who wrote the Witch Hunter's Handbook. Yeah, I don't want this Witch Hunter captain to roam free. He's not gonna get a good shot. You can, if you go a little bit more to the right, you should be able to get it. Oh, see, he's listening. Yeah, it might be even nicer to shoot at something that doesn't have a shield. And he does that right here. Very cool.
Struggle if you wish. Your doom is at hand.
Good to see Riorren's nice little animation coming up here as he takes a 1-0 lead. You see that Brother Pain here was only a level 2 flagellant. Trying to get at this guy. Gets the Overwatch off at 24%. Yeah, he's gonna... Oh, that's so lucky. So, just out of range. But if he reloads or anything, he might be... Yeah, this Templar Knight might catch up with him, so he needs to be careful. He needs to be very careful. This is gonna hurt Fenrir a lot. See, I mean, it's on a level 2 flagellant, yes, but it's one of the few melee presence units that Wfenrir had available to him. Now he only has the 2 Templar Knights and 1 other flagellant, who is level 0 by the way. So he doesn't have any real staying power. So what does he do? I mean, if Riorren refuses to push everything into his 2 Templar Knights, if he just goes chasing after the ranged here, the ranged is gonna have a really bad day, and that's the main problem with going so heavy on the range. Like, you do need to get the early few kills from and get a numerical advantage so you can afford to have so much ranged, and that's just playing into the strategy that your opponent will do something stupid. Alright. Why are you doing this? It's another level 0 Sealot this time. It was an archer that just became a melee unit, but he's not gonna do much damage. He tries to go in here. Yeah, you know, you can just be counter charged if you do that. They're in a perfect position to charge you. And no matter what happens here, I think that, yeah, Why wouldn't the two flagellants of Riorren just team up on this guy and kill him in one turn? You're just giving them an easy kill. Are you trying to hold them up? Yeah, if you stand to the side of the... Okay, you're trying to get in there. Too bad for you! The trap triggered and you're all screwed, and I think you can just walk into him there without actually triggering the ambush. That was foolish as well. Shouldn't even have gone into an ambush. Just put up a vulnerable low health unit with no stance and no attack, ready to be butchered. What can Justicar Maleficas do? Could get up here, could probably get a nice shot off. Yes, he can indeed. On the leader as well, 40 damage. It's not nearly enough, but he needs to do this kind of skirmishing, I suppose, because he has too much range. Oh, he's gonna get caught. Can't you just feel it? There must be something here that can just catch him. Good news is that the Wolf Priest has at least... Wolf Priest is a low level character, we know that. But... Okay. Very odd choice, I think. Very odd choice to put yourself in harm's way like this. With only 137 wounds, hero. Take the shot. And then jump down. Take the shot and jump down. No. You're gonna trigger the ambush. Oh, Lord. Oh. Yeah, and you have no blue pills to switch weapons either. You're gonna be toast. Oh, wow. Wfenrir, come on. We're cheering a little bit for you here. I was hoping you could get a few kills, maybe at least put up a fight. Fighting to not be dead last in this league. I mean, yes, it's a bit... Division 2 was originally thought to be a little bit tougher than Division 1. And it probably still is a little bit. Okay, this is a good thing.
A new round has started.
We see the Templar Knight here at 65. Could probably just rush up there. If he's within range, I hope he is. Climb up and then go to town on that warrior priest. 48% chance of hitting and doing 11 damage. Someone just made a very big tactical blunder here. And that was Riorren. Why go in there? Really? As you can see, you could just go over the circle here without triggering the ambush. Yeah, he's almost dead. Just a charge will finish him off. Sadly. Can I get up there? Why didn't you go there? Like, you could have had a blue pill left over now and probably could have charged from the climb up spot. Go back and fetch the other blue pill. Go back and fetch. You know that there was a wall up there. You saw that. You saw it was a wall. You know you can't. You know you can't go up the stairs. You saw the wall. Trying to maybe focus fire down this Templar Knight of Wfenrir. Anvil of Malice is most powerful one. You can see it, he has, since they do so little damage. Oh wow, that's not a shot worth taking, Riorren. That's really not a shot worth taking. Should be doing something more productive with that instead. Or at least used an aim. But you saw the low damage, 11 from the Flagellant and so forth. That just means, I think he has 50% armor. That's purple heavy armor and a helmet. And yeah, that's gonna be very difficult to get rid of. It's gonna be very powerful. And in the next round here, when we're gonna see, see the 54-54, it turns out that other Templar Knight is gonna get to attack again before Anvil of Malice gets to do anything, and that could produce a little bit more damage on him. But he probably has Web of Steel or Defensive Stance or something. It's gonna be even more difficult to damage him after this. And he's still gonna produce damage on Marius Strausser. So at least killing something is not that alien. Yeah, and from here you're gonna find that there is a wall, but maybe you can actually shoot it. So yeah, you can. Very nice. Okay, I can dig that. 28 damage. Why not? Doesn't have quick reload. Yeah, stiff breeze will knock this guy over. He needs to be careful with him. Yeah, if anyone ever goes down there, they're gonna be triggered by seeing him and go and attack him. Strong blow, alright. I don't get this, like, he could have done 4 regular attacks instead of 2 attacks and a strong blow. It's like Riorren is not really maximizing the damage output that he can do. Like, yes, you have 1 red pill left over for your Web of Steel, fantastic. It's not like this Templar Knight, Anvil of Malice, is ever going to attack the other Templar. He has 2 really nice UC targets here. In Marius Strauss, and then after that the Flagellant most likely. And he has Web of Steel himself, so it's going to be more difficult to hurt him now. Oh, I almost forgot about this foolish engagement. 19, oh, it's not worth shooting at though. Fine. 39%. Better get out of there. Yeah. Get down if you can. No, don't stay there. You're gonna die too. That guy has taken an ambush hit. He doesn't have too many wounds. Yeah, good. Let's try not to be too critical there, but you can see there are a lot of really poor decision making that probably makes sure that Wfenrir takes a lot of casualties all the time. There's been some poor decision making from Riorren as well. He needs to step it up here if he wants to perform better, especially in the next league when he goes down to the upper league. With a much more fierce competition. Should probably look, yeah, if you just look down here you have a nice UC target with the, there we go. Hello. Reloading. Always something you want to start with so you can get a Q here. Oh wow, he can do a very nice shot on the 9 wounds guy, can't you? The Overwatch, 7% chance. Yeah, he's gonna trigger a return shot, isn't he? Yeah, why don't just shoot him? Kill him. There we go. Oh, well, level 7.
Struggle if you wish. Your doom is at hand.
So 2-0 so far. Not looking too great for Riorren, but we knew that. It's just painful. I hope that that level 7 henchman is going to be alright. It seems to be one of the few bases of power that Wfenrir has left, along with his at least one of his Templar Knights, but the other one is also passable. Oof, that was close. He would have died from that. Gonna see Justicar Hereticus, the foolish one, go down as well. 2 more hits needed. Think this Templar Knight has that available to him. No, okay. Stops short. The low-level Wolf Priest, what can he do? Ulrich's Gift fails. He was targeting the Templar Knight. Even if people were playing foolishly, oh wow, 1%, don't shoot. Even if people were playing very foolishly here and were rushing into him in open ground, etc. You know, guns are not like the perfect skirmish weapon anyway. It's a really poor skirmish weapon because it costs so much to reload. And you can see it, he doesn't even have... Don't take that shot! 9%! Why? There must be something better you can do. Gets 1 attack off and misses. Yeah, and he doesn't even have a quick reload, so he's very stationary if he wants to pull off most of his shots. And you can see that there's a bad combination in the warband composition right now for Wfenrir. He should have focused on quick reload and a few other things. Recovers from the stun without anything happening. No one went after him. Or they were slightly out of range to do so, but it didn't seem like they were taking the straight path. I think they could have climbed up. At least the other Templar Knight could have. Fist of Malice. Gotten up there and probably be within charge distance and could have done a lot of damage on him. He's gonna try Arm of Righteousness once more. Yes, he is. This time on the Flagellant. Alright, alright. Oh, it's not that... you can see 24% Divine Wrath chance. Well, it's not that bad of a choice actually, since if Marius Strauss the Zealoter goes down, and he probably will, then Flagellant will probably be the next target. See another kill.
Struggle if you wish. Your doom is at hand.
Yeah, really not going the way that Wfenrir was planning, but you see that it was only level 0 henchman. So So he's not losing too much morale. 24 morale to go. Probably equaling 2 kills here. Before he has to take a roll test. Oh, so vulnerable. So vulnerable. Let's go into the leader here. I know that you just did 2 attacks, but go into the leader, good. He's gonna make sure that he needs to disengage, etc. And then he doesn't... he also pulled off a shot, I think, so... That's nice. That's nice, taking away 1 of the parry attempts. 1 parry attempt left. If the archer Strauss here could pull off another parry attempt, then we could leave him open to the Templar Knight once more. Who hopefully does 4 attacks this time. Yeah, you can see it still does a lot of a decent amount of damage, this other Templar Knight. And finally, after so many turns of running around, oh yeah, you should probably have done a charge actually, now that I think of it. I don't think that Warrior Priest is gonna stay in that fight. He has nothing to gain from that. Misses, he needs a 46, come on. Can you take off the other parry attempt? And you can! Very nice. It might be that Anvil of Malice might actually die here. He's being opened up to the other Templar Knight again. And the other whatever his name was, he's Sigvard Sommer or something like that. He's gonna go first for the 2nd time in a row here. Damage. Well, it's at least a better hit chance than 30% that he had previously. All due to aim. Couldn't he gotten up in the building there or something? Needs some more support. Okay, the destination was obstructed. No, you know that you can't go there. Yes, you can go up here. Go down below. You could climb up and help kill off the Warrior Priest. You could have helped Isgam or Krieger. You could have helped. Like the wall besides the building, there was another climb up point. We saw that earlier with the Templar Knight. Another strong blow and 2 regular attacks instead of going with 4 attacks. Well, actually, we haven't had it confirmed here that he has 8 red pills. I just think he has because the other Anvil of Malice does, and he seems to be at the same level when you check the wounds, particularly. Wow, we got a nice kill here for the first time. So, predictably, he turns around and starts hitting the flagellant, and he's doing lots of good damage here. And he got his first kill as well, so that means less people that can take down his parry attempts, and if he can kill off the flagellant as well, it's gonna be a bit of a stalemate with the other Templar Knight. I mean, you have nothing else to shoot at, I get that, but it's not an ideal target. Okay, we disengage. Doesn't have quick reload either. Can it really be that broke, Wfenrir? Yeah, maybe. I see, it's so nice having purple pistols, but he needs to be careful here because he's... Oh, don't put yourself up against the corner and you can never disengage. Corner or wall or an Exactly. Don't put yourself in exactly this kind of position. That's the position you get. That's the position you get to when you really do not want to ever be able to shoot again. At least it's evening up slightly. I mean, it's just one henchman down for Riorren. But this is still Riorren's game, through and through. And I don't think it's necessarily anything really bad with the composition as such. Like 2 Templar Knights, very good. All of the other Warrior Priest players in this league has gone with the same. 2 Witch Hunters, ranged. Okay, fine. It's not a Warrior Priest or something like that like all of the other players have. And a ranged Witch Hunter Captain. Alright, but that's 3 ranged characters. It should ideally stop there. Maybe 1 ranged Zealot, but you really need at least 4 melee henchmen to beef up the melee line and keep things in check while your heroes shoot at them. Wow, someone is really desperate to get at something. Trial by pain, alright, alright. But if he's going... Is he going to go down here with some melee unit, then it's going to be very irrelevant. Judge Maleficus is taking a lot of damage. Gonna take even more damage still if he wants to do an attack. This is a trial of pain. I don't leave. What, really? He went into melee, you saw that? Why?
Struggle if you wish. Your doom is at hand.
4-1. 4-1. And starting to see that hero was level 2 as well. Only gonna need 1 more kill to get a route test here, and gonna see, even if it's not the leader, he doesn't have that great leadership, probably 9 or 10. That means 36 to 40% chance of making the route test. So don't hold your breath for that. Yeah, this is hurtful. Oh my good lord. Maybe you could have gotten a charge in here as well. Who knows? No. Yeah, he doesn't want to go into the Templar Knight that's killed off 1 unit already and is about to kill off the Flagellant. But he needs to do something with the Wolf Priest. He's been useless the entire... I mean, chase after this archer, for instance. It's virtually unguarded. It's only a level 0 Flagellant that's running in the wrong direction. That's there. Yeah, or at least sent him out to scavenge. Riorren can afford this. He knew he was gonna win this game anyway. Okay, you can actually shoot twice here. You can for the first time! Oh, you can only shoot once, by the way. Yeah, that's true, because you lack reload. And why charge? Why charge? You could have gotten a second attack off. Oh! You had 5 red pills. I'm never gonna understand what Fenrir is doing. And I think it's understandable why he's at the bottom of the league. He needs to shape up and make better decisions. Yes, he has a weak warband, but he really shouldn't have due to all of his PvE games. Just put up some bad units against your next PvP players and try and level up a better warband on the side with the PvE games, and then try and get a few points as well, because you still need to be top 4 in the next league. But he really needs to improve his game. This is horrible to watch. This is horrible. There's just all of these small things every single time there is something. This warrior priest doesn't want to stick around. He's gonna die if he does that. As we predicted that he was gonna leave, and he did so. Why wouldn't he?
A new round has started.
You can see that Jochen Metzer did not do a brilliant move moving in here. Yes, he helped to take away parry stances. That's once, I believe, and that's like, no, twice now. That's pretty much all he's ever done. Can you make it? Surprising me that he went in with the ranged captain against his ranged captain without a weapon equipped. A melee weapon, that is. That really surprised me. I don't know really what Riorren was thinking. I think he might have misstepped, was trying to go up the stairs and accidentally went into his aura. Gonna see what Fenrir does here with his ouch. With his Templar Knight that just got free from the Warrior Priest. Okay. Well, he could go and help finish off the Flagellant here, unless he deems that one Templar Knight can already do that. How many wounds does he have left? He's not checking. If he has 120-ish, it's... Could have charged. Why didn't you you don't charge when you should, and you charge when you should not. Because, yeah, he has enough to save for a parry now, but... Who thinks that Stefan Sommer is gonna stay around in this fight? He fled with the Warrior Priest. Do you think Stefan Sommer, who is already hurt, is gonna stay in this fight? He's gonna disengage, exactly. He's gonna go away and he's gonna do one shot. Yeah, barely any damage. And Fist of Malice is going to continue to be a big threat. And here you can see it's a bit of a reverse, but imagine that Fist of Malice is most of the players in this league, in Division 2, and the two frightened little, the Zealot and the Warrior Priest trying to run away, don't really know what you're doing. That's pretty much Fenrir. That's how I imagine it to be when you have too much ranged with low level units that can't really get away. That's what happens when the melee presence of your opponent starts dominating the game. And incidentally, the victories that Fenrir has had was at the very beginning of the league. And since then he's just fallen behind further and further. Okay, can you at least do a charge? No, 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 no. Why? Why are you going up there? You can at least help the Witch Hunter captain of the enemy. You could have gotten him. You could have done a charge on him. Who are you gonna charge? You could have reached him. Alright. Riorren Metz 129. Well, that's actually... No, it's possible. It's possible. Yeah, as long as he gets a little bit lucky with the damage hits, he could definitely kill him. Let's see. 39 maximum damage. Yeah, he's gonna get him. He is going to get him. And Wfenrir evens out the score 4-2. Kind of like seeing Wfenrir. I love that sound on that the swooshing fire. Wfenrir in mythology is this big bad wolf in Nordic mythology that's gonna have a big part in destroying the world and Ragnarok. Sigvard Sommer, I don't think you will be able to kill off your opponent here, and he has to. Why don't you open with a strong blow? It bypasses part of the parry if you're gonna do that all the time. It's not like it's too much of a difference, and you have a chance of bypassing one of the parries. Strong blow is minus 20% parry chance. Yeah. Imagine a charge in here by the flagellant, doing a lot of damage and having a second attack in the previous turn. Oh, doesn't even have a secondary weapon slots. Alright. Yeah, this is gonna be the last unit that's gonna make something maybe for Wfenrir before he goes down with these units. Are we gonna look at a 6-2 score maybe? You can see that Anvil of Malice here, he did pull his weight. He held up the most powerful unit of Riorren for the entire game. He killed 2 henchmen by himself when he was surrounded. He did his thing. Problem is that no one else really did. Yeah, I think it's a pretty high chance that Wfenrir has not invested any leadership into his Templar Knights, since he knows that they're immune to fear, all alone, terror, and etc. So why invest leadership? But yeah, you do need it for the warband. We talked about this. It's not probably not invested too much in the flagellants either. And doing a little bit of damage on Bartolf Krieger. And that's gonna mean that if the leader goes down here, it's not gonna be a high chance for passing the routers. Remember that if you put some leadership at all in the witch hunters, the one witch hunter that remains, oh yeah, there we go.
Struggle if you wish. Your doom is at hand.
Yep. Gonna see a route test coming up, and so the Witch Hunters might have the highest leadership here, and they can maximum get 9, and that means 36% chance of passing the route test. So that they looted this character as well, so probably picked up the purple pistols. One of the few powerful weapons that Fenrir seems to have at his disposal, so it's gonna weaken him even further. Well, lots of things that could have been done differently, but here we are, probably in the finishing stages of the game. Only 8 ward stones are claimed right now though. Is that going to be enough for Riorren to get the secondary objective? Might be, but that's 45%, but maybe they've been lenient and that's exactly what he needs. The guest for 9 though. Maybe 8 is enough. 9 would have been nice, yeah. It's probably 9. I think he has this. He has this. He has the secondary objective. Yeah, definitely has it now. So very nice win for Riorren. They might make the route test. We're not gonna say that they will never do that, but maximum 36% chance. Unless he has invested leadership in the Templar Knights, but I don't think he has. Could get another kill here if Fenrir passes the route test, because the other Templar Knight here could go and help out in this particular fight.
A new round has started.
I'm gonna see, after this unit moves here, we're gonna get... The route is being made. Can't quite make it there. Can at least go into ambush here to prevent the Templar Knight from coming to interfere. No, doesn't want to do that. Very undecisive about what to do. And that Witch Hunter is definitely going down. As soon as it's the Templar Knight's turn. I don't know why he's disengaging all the time. It's not like he's a big melee threat. Yeah, I'm failing it. So, thank you everyone for watching, and I hope that you enjoyed this game. 5-2. See you later, everyone. Hopefully for more interesting games.